It's almost afternoon. Welcome to Game on Sports presentation of high school softball. Today we're in Mesquite for the Lady Scots of Highland Park and the Lady Wranglers of West Mesquite High School. I'm Rob Davis along with Tyler Presley here to bring you the game. And Fred Garner, the illustrious leader of Game on Sports, is in attendance. Scots come in unofficially 9-6, 0-3 in district, and I do not have a record on the Wranglers. I have found it very difficult to find information about high school softball on the internet. So leading off, let me quickly run down the batting order for the Lady Scots. Faith Horner will lead off. Audrey Shedler, Reese Singleton, Skylar Hammond, Lily Reenan, Ava White, Emily Bailey, Shelby Pettit, and Olivia Jewell. That's the batting order. We're about to get started, or else I would have given you their four. Also a little high, 2-0. If you're heading this way, get on out. These games tend to go a little quicker than baseball. Hardy's next pitch, the 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2-1 to Horner. Horner's the left fielder. On deck is Audrey Shedler, the catcher. Reese Singleton, the center fielder, to follow. The 2-1 up high. 3 balls and a strike. The weathermen were not kind to us. They told us it would be warming up. That's going to be way outside. That's a 5-pitch walk to begin the game. Audrey Shedler, wearing number 13, getting the signs from Michael Pullen down at third. Adam Lopez coaching at first. Miriam Hernandez is the Lady Wrangler coach. Hardy's pitch, fake bunt, fake steal. Horner is back to first. We'll see what kind of arm Rogers has in a moment. The 0-1 swung through. Rogers down into center field, but Horner gets a steal, and the center fielder backed up, so no advance to third. Shedler now in hole 0-2. Hardy starting to reel it into the strike zone now after a first batter 5-pitch walk. Swing and a miss, and that'll be one down. On Scott's Softball at Twitter. You can follow Game On Sports. Hardy misses outside. Game On Sports on all your favorite social media ventures. Just make sure you get the right Game On Sports. Hardy's next pitch, that's going to miss down. 2-0 now to Singleton. If you follow the Scots on Twitter, you'll see Reese Singleton presenting her first home run ball earlier this year. Swing and a drive well hit into left center field, and I did not see who made the catch. It looked like the left fielder came across and made the catch. And that'll be 2 down. Skylar Hammond, the designated, steps in. 1-2 out now. Swing through the first pitch. Tyler and I are very close to the action. We've got a pole in our way. We've got a fence blocking us somewhat. We've got the umpire and the catcher just feet away from us. That ball is up high. 1-1 now. Horner stole second. Hasn't shown an attempt to go to third. Hardy working fast. Swing and a ball on the ground in front of Hardy. She comes off the mound, makes the play to first, and that'll be 3 down. No score in the top half of the first inning for the Scots. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Bottom half of the first coming up. Go ahead and try to set the defense and the batting order here. Scots did not score in the top half of the first. Lily Reenan will be on the mound for the Scots, number 9. Quickly walk through their defensive alignment. Horner in left, Singleton center, Stanford in right. White at third, Pettit at short, Bailey at second, Jewell at first. Shedler, when she gets the gear on, will be behind the plate. Lily Reenan on the mound. She will face the lineup of Lady Wranglers. Logan, the center fielder, Calhoun at short, Rogers the catcher, Hardy the pitcher, Williams the left fielder, Little the right fielder, Henderson at first base, Hernandez the second baseman, Offord at third base. They do not use the designated player or the flex position. About to get the throw down now to second. And that'll kick us off for the bottom half of the first inning. A little cooler than we had anticipated. Everybody's wearing jackets, hoodies, and the wind's blowing right in our face. No press box here. No desk, no way to spread out. Tyler and I are not necessarily the most comfortable here, but hey, we're here to bring you the game. I'm glad you're joining us on Game On Sports. First pitch, Reenan is a strike. Logan, the center fielder, hitting for the Wranglers. Calhoun, the shortstop, is on deck. Saw Reenan for a couple innings on Saturday. Ground ball to third. White across the infield very fast. 2 pitches and 1 down from Ava White across the diamond. They'll bring up Calhoun, the shortstop. Next pitch just outside for a ball. Next pitch, little off speed, missed above the belt. 2 balls and no strikes. Reenan gets the corner on that one. 2-1 now. Scoreboard says 1-1. I've got 2-1, as does the umpire. There he goes. Swing and a foul ball. Hitter in the box. That'll be foul. 2-2 now. It's Calhoun, the shortstop of the Lady Wranglers. Some girls wearing, Ava White's wearing a jacket. Some girls have the long sleeves under their jerseys. Just outside, Reenan chooses to go sleeveless. She'll be working the hardest, she and Audrey Shedler. Maybe she'll stay warm. Full count pitch now. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Renan. 2 down now in the bottom half of the first. Bring up Rogers, the catcher for the Wranglers. 220 all the way around on the outfield here. This is field number 1 at the Mesquite Softball Complex. First pitch from Renan to Rogers on the outside corner for a strike. Hardy, the pitcher, on deck if she gets a chance. Audrey Shedler jumps way out to make that catch. If not, it was coming right to me. Renan's pitch, foul ball. Was right at me. I think Tyler jumped a little more than I did on that one. Pretty fields, 4 of them right here together. Ball in the air, shallow center field. Singleton coming on, and she makes the play. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom half of the first. Through 1 complete inning, no score. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. And with the throwdown, we're ready for the second inning of play. Here comes Coach Pullen, going to walk across your field division right here as he goes down to coach third. Lily Renan, the pitcher. Ava White, the third baseman. Emily Bailey, the second baseman, due up this inning for the Scots. Try not to lose my voice between now and the end of the game. Hardy back on the mound for her second inning, wearing the face mask. First pitch, going to miss up high. Well hit and base hit into left field for Renan. First hit of the game for either team. Puts Renan on first, and she advances all the way to second. Putting in my scorebook, she's at first base, and then I look up and she's at second base. We'll get a special pinch runner at second. That'll be Rebecca Arnold, who was the starting pitcher on the game we did Saturday in Crandall. Ava White now, the third baseman. Took the jacket off to come up the bat. Made a nice play, good arm across the diamond in the top half, or the bottom half of the first. Runner at second, nobody out. No score. Top of the second inning. Hardy had 1 strikeout in the first. Ball.
Instead of head down to us.
He was protecting me. No, he was protecting the camera. Yeah. Next pitch to White, swings through that one. Arnold just dances a little off a second. Not going too far. Emily Bailey on deck. Then Shelby Pettit if she gets a chance. Ripped, but foul. Coach Pullen just steps over that one. Third base coach's box this time. Oh, 0-2 to Ava White. Hardy's pitch, and there's a shot in the hole into left field, and they're going to send Arnold, and she's going to come around and score, and it's 1-0 for the Scots. Base hit and an RBI for Ava White. That'll bring up Emily Bailey. First pitch in on the hands, fouled towards Shelby Pettit in the on-deck circle. See the ribbons underneath the head of Bailey. And on deck, Shelby Pettit also with a ribbon in her hair. Bailey takes a ball down. White not even attempting to go to second. 2 balls and a strike. Hardy's pitch up and away. White not much of a lead from first. It'll be 3-1. Hitter's pitch. She'll lock into a spot. Hardy puts it there. She'll drive it. Outfield playing shallow. Corners in. Outside corner for a strike. 3-2 now. We'll see if that puts White in motion from first. Ground ball towards first. Henderson makes that play unassisted. And that will move White into second base and brings up Shelby Pettit, the shortstop. Number 10. 1 on, 1 out, 1 in for the Scots. Pettit a little extra instruction from Coach Pullen. Standing out in front of the home plate. First pitch up high for a ball. Briefly spoke with Shelby's mom before the game. Hello. Y'all come out, introduce yourself, say hi. Next pitch up high, 2-0. Still got some time to get down here if you want to make it. We're only in the second inning. The 0-2 to Pettit, swung on, gonna swing through that one. White hasn't shown that she wants to steal a base with 1 out. Pettit takes a strike on the inside corner. Count's now even at 2. And swings through that one, strike 3. 2 down now. Olivia Jewell, the first baseman, coming up. 2 strikeouts on the day now. Hardy. First pitch is a strike. Jewell completes 1 time through the order for Scots. Hardy's pitch, bunt attempt comes foul. First and third were deep. If she got that one down on the ground, she had a chance to beat the hit. First base now shading in. Third base almost even with the bag at third. Ava White not much of a lead at second, and Jewel swings through that one for strike 3, and that'll be the end of the top half of the second. But the Scots do push across a run. Lily Reenan with a hit. Becca Arnold running for her, comes around on a hit by Ava White. It's 1-0. Softball on Game On Sports. Ready to go now with the bottom half of the second inning. It says 3. Yes, sir. Just the bottom of the second. Scoreboard shows 3, now 4, 5, 6. They'll have to come back around to the second inning. Got to get it right. Second inning, we all know. 1-0 Scots, bottom of the second. Reenan's first pitch is a strike. Had to shut the scoreboard off and turn it back on and reset everything. That's okay. We're good. Foul ball. Hardy, the opposing pitcher for the Lady Wranglers, facing Lily Reenan. And again, a foul ball. Reenan jumping way out in front. A ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch in the air. Let's see if White has a play. Oh, just couldn't quite get her glove underneath it. Going to be a foul ball. Hardy definitely looking to rip to the left field side. Again, another foul ball. Heads up over that way. If Reenan had a change up on the outside part of the plate, now will be a time to show it. Maybe get Hardy leaning way out in front. Williams, the left fielder, on deck, followed by Little, the right fielder. And there's a pitch. Swung on and missed. Reenan's second strikeout, 1 down in the second. Williams, the left fielder, coming up. Two strikeouts for Reenan so far. Ground ball, Ava White picks, fires to Jewel in time for the out. Another nice play from Ava White, 2 down. Reenan very economical with her pitches so far today. That'll bring up Little, the right fielder. I'm gonna call that one a ball down low. This inside. Unofficially, I had the Scots at 9-6, 0-3 in district. I say unofficial. Kind of hard to find some information. I'm digging. I'll eventually get it. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now to Little. Ball in the air, shallow center. It'll fall in front of Singleton, and that'll be a hit. First hit and base runner for the Lady Wranglers. Comes with 2 out. That brings up Henderson, the first baseman. And looks like we're going to get a special pinch runner. Looks like number 2, Clark, is going to be the runner at first for Little. Henderson, the first baseman, stands in. Reenan's first pitch swung through, throw down to second, and it'll be a stolen base. Pitch was in the dirt, hard to handle for Shedler. Made a nice throw, but was a little late after she had to gather herself and the ball to make the throw. 0-1 now. Swings through that one for strike 2. Potential tying run at second. 0-2 to Henderson. Reenan looking to set her down and end the inning. The 0-2 swung through it. That'll do it. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Reenan. And no score. There was a hit and a runner left through 2 complete innings. 1-0, the Lady Scots. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Top of the 3rd inning now, Lady Scots. Back to the top of the order. Faith Horner, she walked and stole a base her first time, was left on second base. I was looking to check the defensive lineup. I think they've made some changes, but with no press box, can't necessarily tell. It looks like we now have number 1 playing second base. That pitch is outside, 2-0. Oh no, he's going to call that one a strike, 1-2. My vantage point is different from the umpire. If I make a call that's wrong, I apologize. That misses inside, now 2-2. Ball in the air, foul, out of play. Almost onto the other playing field behind us, but hits their dugout. Still 2-2. Faith Horner, left fielder today. A little bit different lineup than what we saw Saturday at Crandall. We got all kind of things going on here. Looking for a ball to play with. Right now there are 3 on the playing field. Coach will put one back in the dugout. Catcher Rogers hands one back to the umpire, and Hardy, the pitcher, has one, and we've decided to play with that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the third, swung, and that one will not make it past the fence, and I've noticed a ball stuck in the fence of the backstop above us to the right. Always fun to get a monkey up there and knock it down. The 2-2 swung right back at us. Foul ball. Horner staying alive. The 2-2 to Horner. Up and away, full count now. I want to thank Fred Garner for gracing us with his presence. Full count pitch now to Horner, swung in the air in the field of play. Pitcher and catcher decide to both go for it. The pitcher, Hardy, makes the play, and there's 1 out in the top of the third. That'll bring up Audrey Shedler. She struck out her first time. Hardy's first pitch on the corner for a strike. Unofficially, I have 2 hits and a walk given up by Hardy so far. That'll hit Shedler, and she'll just abruptly take a base. 1 on, 1 out. Reese Singleton, the center fielder, will come up now. We'll get a runner for the catcher. Running at first is Maggie Jordan. Singleton now flied out her first time. First pitch in the dirt outside. No play to second. And that will be back-to-back hit batters. So Singleton is on. And that'll bring up Skylar Hammond with 1 out and 2 on. Hamill, not Hammond. Okay, read my own writing. Jordan, the runner, at second. Singleton at first. 1 out. Ground ball in the hole. Base hit into left. Let's see if they send Jordan. They do not. And that'll load the bases. One out. Cooking going on in the kitchen for the Scots. That'll bring up the pitcher, Lily Reenan. You'll also see her photo on @Scott Softball Twitter page with a home run ball. That pitch is outside. No place to put her, got to come to her. Bases loaded, 1 out, double play and infield fly rule in effect. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. 1-1 now. Reenan had a hit her first time. Foul ball down the right field line. Gets out of play. 1-2 now to Reenan, who singled her first time and scored what right now is the only run of the game. Becca Arnold actually scored that run, running for Lily Reenan. Ground ball. They'll make the play at the plate. Pitcher to catcher for the force out. Keeps the bases loaded. The fielder's choice is the second out of the inning. That leaves them loaded with 2 outs now. Ducks on the pond for Ava White, who had a hit and an RBI her first time. Everybody's ready to go but the umpire. Now he steps in. Hardy kicks and fires. Ball in the air, first base side. Lands without a play in the field of play, but foul. Swing and a miss on that one from White. 0-2, quickly to White. Bases loaded, 2 out, 2 strikes. That will bounce and hit her. That gives Ava 2 RBIs on the day. And it's 2-0. Scott's up now 2-0 in the second. Emily Bailey, your second baseman, coming up. Gets a little extra instruction from Coach Pullen. Hardy kicks and fires. Ball straight back and into the screen. 0-1. Shelby Pettit, the shortstop, on deck if she gets a chance. Ground ball towards second. Hernandez to play to first, and that'll retire the side. But the Scots do add to their lead, doubling it with a run. So it's 2-0 as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. You're watching Highland Park Scots softball on Game On Sports. Going to the bottom half of the third inning now. The Lady Scots lead the Lady Wranglers 2-0. Lily Reenan back on the mound. She's struck out 2 and given up a hit through the first 2 innings. She'll face Hernandez, the second baseman, and Offord, the third baseman, to get things started. That'll be the end of the first time through the lineup for Reenan. Tyler and I have some environment temperature Gatorade. We should have some hot coffee, maybe some grits with some hot butter on them and some waffles. It's a little cool out here. Hernandez fakes the bunt, steps back. Miriam Hernandez is the coach. Not sure if this is her daughter. Just the same last name. Just as I'm not related to everybody named Davis. These Hernandez may not be related. Reenan kicks and fires. Bunt shown. No contact made. Did she go? No, she did not. She pulled it back. 2-0 to Hernandez. Reenan had 1 strikeout in the first, 2 last inning. She also gave up a hit last inning, the only base runner so far. Going to get a ball call on that one. 3-0 to Hernandez. And there's a strike. 3-1. Still a hitter's pitch for Hernandez, ahead in the count. Reenan fires, swings through that one. And now we're full. Let's see if Willie can come back from 3-0 and force an out here. And she does. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 4 strikeouts now for Reenan. And that'll bring up Offord, the third base person. One out in the third. Offord bats 9th. On deck is Logan, the center fielder and leadoff batter. First pitch is a strike to Offord. Reenan finding the groove after 3 balls to start the inning, and as I say that, she bounces one in. 1-1 now. Scots lead it 2-0. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. Fooled her. Ball and 2 strikes to Offord. Reenan misses up and in. The wind blowing right in our face. Any ball in the air is going to have to really get hit hard to have any damage. Swing and a miss. They'll have to make the play to first. And they do. Shedler throwing down to Jewell for the out. Another strikeout. 2 down. Now we go to the top of the order. Logan, the center fielder, who grounded out to Ava White her first time, puts the ball in play towards second, and did they make the play? Yes. Bailey gets it to first just in time, and that'll do it in the bottom half of the third. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Nobody left on base. Going to the 4th inning, the Scots lead it 2-0. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Going to the 4th inning on Game On Sports. Rob Davis, Tyler Presley along for the ride here to bring you the game from Mesquite. Shelby Pettit, the shortstop, will lead things off here in the 4th. She has a USA flag bat handle and a USA flag glove. First pitch. Looking to slap hit to left field. Fouls it off. Pettit was a strikeout victim her first time. She was hitting right-handed that time. Now steps in from the left-hand batter's box. Hardy throws it to me. Shelby reminds her she was hitting left-handed this time. Ball and a strike. Again, a slap hit attempt. Makes contact, but foul. Third baseman has no respect for Shelby's slap hit attempt. She thinks she can throw out no matter where she puts it in play. Oh, and Shelby takes called strike 3, and there's one down in the fourth. That'll bring up Olivia Jewell. Jewell also was a strikeout victim her first time. This completes 2 times through the order for the Scots. Unofficially, puts the ball in play, gonna go foul down the third baseline. Trying to bunt her way on. Unofficially, I have, I believe, 4 hits for the Scots, or 3. 3 hits for the Scots. Ava White has plated both runners with a single and a bases loaded hit by pitch. Again, another bunt attempt from Jewell. Goes through that one. It'll be 0-2 now. First baseman giving her a little respect, cheating in. Third baseman still back. The next pitch from Hardy on the outside corner, strike 3. Back-to-back looking third strikes, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Faith Horner, the left fielder. Faith has a walk and a stolen base and a pop-up back to the pitcher, where the pitcher, first baseman, and catcher all seem to want it. Pitcher made the play. First pitch is a strike. Ball outside. 1-1 now to Faith Horner. This game's going really quick. Ball in the air, but foul, and that makes it onto the second field behind us. One and 2 now. Hardy's pitch, swung and a foul ball at the plate. Horner hanging tough. The 2-out, 1-2 pitch from Hardy. A changeup, and it catches the outside corner. 3 looking strikes in that inning for the Scots. 3 up, 3 down, and we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Lady Scots leading 2-0. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Going to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Lily Reenan still on the mound. Pretty clean sheet for Reenan so far. 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. She's only faced 10 batters through 3 innings. She'll face Calhoun, the shortstop, Rogers, the catcher, and Hardy, the pitcher, as we come to the 4th inning. Tyler, if I didn't have a double muff muff headset, my ears would be cold. I see you have your headset on too. You had a hat to protect you earlier. Surprisingly cold today. Reenan's first pitch, up and away for a ball. Sun's starting to melt off some of the clouds, but it's still cooler than I think we all anticipated. Reenan shirtless, or not shirtless, sleeveless on the mound. Sorry about the shirtless, don't know where that came from. Sleeveless on the mound. Several of the Scots did not wear the undershirt sleeves. See Shedler and Singleton have them. And there's a strike. 2 balls and a strike now. Calhoun was a strikeout victim her first time. Reenan working fast, swings through that one, 2-2 now. See, Pettit also has the sleeves under her jersey. Everybody else is sleeveless. And that pitch misses. It'll be a full count to start the inning for Reenan. Working hard, working fast. Steps in the full count pitch. In the air to left. Horner makes that play pretty easy. Right on the line. And 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Rogers, your catcher. Hardy, the pitcher, on deck. Reenan's first pitch to Rogers. Going to be outside for a ball. Grounder foul towards the third base dugout. Coach Hernandez didn't have to dance too much on that one. Reenan's pitch swings through it for a strike. Ground ball short, gets just past Pettit as she dives. And that'll be the 2nd hit of the game for the Lady Wranglers. 1 on, 1 out. That brings up Hardy, the opposing pitcher. She hit a ton of foul balls to left field her first time up. And then Reenan got the strikeout on the outside part of the plate. See how she starts her off this time. Shows bunt, throw down to second. Shedler's throw to the first base side, and that'll be a stolen base for Rogers. Hardy showed bunt. You got to think your number 4 batter's not bunting with somebody on base. Swing and another foul to left. She does that a lot. That's at least 6 balls she's put down that line today in just 2 at-bats. Quickly, the count is 0-2 to Hardy. Reenan gets ground ball to first. Jewell just steps on the bag. It does advance the runner. No other harm done. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Williams, the left fielder. 2-0 score. Scots would prefer to keep that runner at third. Williams, the left fielder, batting. Little, the right fielder, on deck if she gets a chance. First pitch, just down and away. Swing and foul ball at the plate. A ball and a strike to Williams. Greenan fires. Popped up Ava White right there, and that'll retire the side. One hit, no harm done. One runner left on base through 4 complete innings. The Lady Scots lead 2-0. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. There's the throw to second. That means we're ready to go for the 5th inning. Wow, this game is flying by. We haven't even been playing an hour yet. We're already going to the 5th. Audrey Shedler will lead it off. She has struck out and walked. Reese Singleton, Skylar Hamill will follow her. Hardy's first pitch in the air to left. The wind will hold it up and the left fielder will make the play. Shedler hit it hard, but the wind is just going to hold up any ball, especially hit to left and center. That'll bring up Reese Singleton. She scored a couple innings ago after a walk. Her first time she hit a fly ball to left. Singleton, slightly open stance, takes the ball down. The center fielder for Scots. She is wearing the sleeves, keeping herself warm. She'll take a ball up high, 2-0. One thing about playing on these artificial surfaces, nobody's going to get their uniform dirty. Swing in the air to left. Will not stay fair, and that'll be a foul ball. No harm, it's foul. I think it's 2 balls and 1 strike, and that's what the umpire has, not the score. The 2-1. She'll take a strike, 2-2 now. Hardy's pitch outside. Singleton looking to get on base. First baseman respecting a potential bunt, even with 2 strikes. Full count pitch. Popped up in the air to second. Hernandez under that one, fighting the wind, but makes the play. There are 2 down. We'll bring up Skylar Hamill. Hamill's 1 for 2. Singled her last time up. This game is flying by. Just at an hour of game time, and we're in the 5th. Well struck to left. The wind's going to blow it foul. Had extra bases written all over it until it went foul. That was going to be a double. Luckily, the wind didn't hold it up for the left fielder, Williams, to make a play. But it did blow it foul. Hardy's next pitch, swung on. That'll get through for a base hit into right center field. She'll have to hold it first. 2 hits for Hamill. And that brings up the pitcher, Lily Reenan. She singled and scored her first time. Rebecca Arnold actually scored the run, but Reenan, the pitcher, got the hit and got on base. Last time she grounded into a fielder's choice. This one pushed the ball on the ground hard towards third. She knocks it to the shortstop, who cannot make the play to first. Unofficially, I'm going to call that one an error. My book is not official. I call that an error. Looked like the third baseman coulda, woulda, shoulda made the play. That'll bring up Ava White. White has brought in a run each of her first 2 at-bats. It's 2-0, by the way. White had an RBI single, and last time up, she took a bruise for the team, got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. 2 on, 2 out, swings through that one. Runners caught in no man's land, but they'll both retreat. Oh, 1 now to White. In the air, shallow right center field. That's gonna, I thought I was gonna get down for a hit, but the right fielder Little, toying with us, made it look like she was gonna drop it, but she makes the play for the out. So 3 down, no runs in, a hit and an error. And we go to the bottom half of the 5th, still 2-0 Scots. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Going to the bottom half of the 5th inning, Lily Reenan has only allowed 2 hits. Those are the only 2 base runners she's allowed through the first 4. She still has 5 strikeouts. Struck out each of the bottom 3 of the batting order. Their first time through the lineup. We'll start with the number 6 batter here in the 5th. That's the right fielder Little. Although that's a different number coming up. Number 1. She puts it in the air and it'll go foul. See if I can figure out who this is. Avila. Another ball in the air, foul to the right-hand side. Quickly 0-2. And now waiting for a ball to come back in so we can continue to play, slowing things down. Sun's starting to come out. Wind still picking up. Waiting on the umpire to settle in. There he is. 0-2. Reenan's pitch again in the air, but this one will hit the screen and continue back onto what little bit of a press box there is, just the scorekeeper over there. 3 pitches, 3 foul balls. And we just need another ball to play with. Coach Hernandez has one. Makes an awkward throw to Lily Reenan. Avila has swung at every pitch she's seen, and that one will contact her. She'll be hit by pitch and will advance to first base. Tough start there for Renan to hit a batter on an 0-2 count. That'll bring up Henderson, the first baseman, who was a strikeout victim her first time. Renan kicks and fires, well hit, and that'll be a hit into left. Horner gets it in. Runners only advance one base apiece. Something cooking in the kitchen for the Wranglers. Potential tying run at first base. Bottom of the order coming up. This is Hernandez. She shows bunt. We get a runner going down to third. The throw, and they get her. Shedler with a nice throw down to White, and they make the play at third for the first out of the inning. One out. Runner from first stays at first. Hernandez showing bunt, ball in the dirt. The runner takes off. Pettit able to keep that ball in the infield. Runner now on second, but one out. Hernandez was looking at a third striker first time, 2-0 now. Renan, couple away, 3-0. Offered the third baseman on deck, and then the top of the order with Logan. The 3-0, and that'll be a walk. That's Renan's first walk of the day. She's hit a batter, and she's given up 2 hits. And offered now a strikeout victim her first time. Renan's first pitch is swung on and foul. Double play and infield fly rule in effect with runners at first and second. Working quickly, Renan. Ground ball to short. Pettit will make the play to first, just in time for the out. Both runners advance are now on second and third. 2 outs, and that'll bring up the top of the order with Logan. Wait. We got the runner still at first. They called her out. And there she goes. Offer was thinking she was faster than she was. But Pettit had made the play to Jewell, and now at the top of the order, we're going to get a pinch hitter. No, we're not. It looked like a 5. It looked, her hair on her back. I think it's still a 6. Rena's ready to pitch. Nobody else is ready. Well, everybody but the umpire was ready. And now we'll step back in, and swung on ground ball to second. Emily up with it fast over to Jewell, and that'll end the inning. A little bit of harm, looked like it was working, but the ground ball to Begley, and we have 3 outs. We have completed 5 innings of play, and the Scots lead it 2-0. You're watching Highland Park Ladies Scots softball on Game On Sports. Going to the 6th inning now. wind has picked up considerably in the last few seconds. Blowing straight in from center field now. I think there's a defensive substitution, but not getting any information. Emily Bailey, who just made that play at second base to end the bottom of the fifth, will lead off here in the top of the sixth. Kate Joyner goes into the on-deck circle to hit for Shelby Pettit. Bailey looks at the first pitch from Hardy for a ball. Ball put in play to the right side, and the first baseman kicks it. Henderson couldn't make the play. It's going to be an E4 in my book. And that'll bring up Kate Joyner. We saw her in the JV game. She's got a fantastic throwing arm. She'll bat here for Shelby Pettit. Pettit was a strikeout victim her 2 times. Bailey feints going to second on a ball outside. And there's a strike, 1-1. Base hit into center field. And that's a good start of the inning for the Scots. 2 on, nobody out. That brings up Olivia Jewell. Runners first and second. Joyner's the sophomore. There's a bunt. Beautiful bunt. And she beats it to first. That'll be a hit, and the ball gets away. The Scots are going to add to the lead. There's 1 run. Here comes Joyner all the way around from first. And Jewell will make it all the way to third. That doubles the Scots' lead. 4-0. I'm going to give her an infield single plus the error, and she'll advance all the way to third. And that'll bring up the top of the order. She definitely beat it to first. Faith Horner will now come up, a chance to extend the lead with a runner at third. First pitch is high. I was about to say Joyner was the sophomore who pinch hit for the senior Pettit. But in the middle of all that, Olivia Jewell laid down a bunt and ended up on third base. Horner swings through 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs into the inning, 4 in the game now for the Scots. Swing and a foul back. Good cut from Horner. Just not a solid contact there. Get some extra instruction from Coach Pullen. She steps in 1 and 2. In the air to right, wind's going to blow it foul and out of play. Anything in the air is going to be an adventure. The wind has picked up a pretty good bit. And that ball will bounce in. Jewell not much of a lead at third, not even much of a secondary lead. Definitely waiting for the ball to be put into play or escape the catcher. A ball and 2 strikes to Horner. And there's a base hit into center. That'll score the run. Big inning for the Scots. 5-0 now. Audrey Shedler steps in. Still nobody out. 3 in and 1 on for the Lady Scots. Runner goes, throw down to second, and it tallies into center field. But the second baseman makes the play. Avila. Hernandez has moved to right field. Avila is now playing second base. First baseman respecting the bunt. Third baseman even with the bag. Pitch, swung and fouled back. Be a ball and a strike to Shedler. With Horner on second now. She has 2 stolen bases on the day. Shedler has struck out, walked, and flied out. And there's a ball in between the second baseman and the right fielder that'll fall for a hit. Horner had to hold just in case it got caught because it looked to her and to me like it was going to get caught, but that'll fall for a base hit for Shedler. And that'll bring up center fielder Reese Singleton. Also bring out the Coach Hernandez to talk to her pitcher Hardy. She's thrown well up until this inning. And we'll get a change of position. Number 14, that's Henderson, who has been playing first base, will move over to pitch. And the pitcher Hardy will move over to first base. And we'll get a few warm-up pitches here. Five nothing now, the Lady Scots lead. Runners on the corners and nobody out in the 6th. They forced a change of pitchers. Pitching is something in softball. If you've got a pitcher that throws a lot of strikes and throws really hard, you can ride that pitcher all the way to the state playoffs. Just ask Kat Osterman. Ask Jenny Finch. Ask Courtney Blades. Lots of famous softball pitchers just dominate. Unlike baseball, they can come back on very little rest. So Singleton steps in now. Runners first and third, nobody out in the top of the 6th. Coach Pullen. Oh, I guess he's pointing out that we've got a special runner at first. That's Maggie Jordan again, running for the catcher Shedler. Singleton looks at a strike and Jordan takes second base. Ducks on the pond for Singleton. Anderson's pitch is up and away. Ball and a strike now. Playing kind of deep and right, shallow and left and center. The pitch way outside. 2 balls and a strike. First base creeping in a little bit, looking for a potential bunt. Third base even with the bag. Second base way over in the hole. Singleton takes one down. 3-1 now, hitter's pitch. She'll lock into a spot and look to drive something, especially with 2 on in scoring position. 3-1 pitch, and she didn't like that one. Throw back to third. Quickly back is Horner, and that loads the bases. Rogers thought she had somebody sleeping down there. And bases loaded, still nobody out. Here's Skylar Hamill, who has a pair of hits today. She's been left on base each time. In the air to center. Wynn's going to hold it up. Might score a run. The catch is made. Here comes Hammond from third. Horner from third. And she scores. Sacrifice fly and an RBI for Hamill. Both the other runners also move up. So Jordan running for Shedlers at third. Singleton at first. Oh, right back at the pitcher. Contact is made. Everybody stops. And the umpire calls timeout. It got her glove first, but I think it also bounced up and got her in the face. It's going to be a base hit for Lily Reenan and an RBI. And some scary times at the old ballpark for Henderson. And we'll pause for a moment. This is Highland Park Scott softball on Game On Sports. Okay, we hope she's okay. She was walked off holding her face, holding a rag up to her face. It looked like it did make some contact. Looks like Avila is going to come on and pitch now. And she is wearing the protective mask. Some of the girls like to wear it. We saw the first pitcher, Hardy, wore it for the Wranglers. Hope she's okay. Goes down as a base hit for Lily Reenan and an RBI. Becca Arnold will come on and run for her with 1 out and 5 runs in now, extending the lead to 7-0. The Lady Wranglers will have to make a pitching change. Avila moves over from playing second base. Hernandez is in the outfield. Let's see who they moved to the infield. It's number 10, but the roster they gave me did not have a number 10 on it. So she will just be called 10, I guess. She got one more, and that should do it, except the umpire and coach still talking things over. The sun is toying with us, coming out and then darting back behind a cloud. The wind is not toying. It has been blowing all game. Okay, well, the pitcher's ready. The batters and the fielders are ready. The umpire is still trying to figure a few things out. And we're about to jump back into things. Ava White, a hit by pitch, 2 RBIs, and a flyout. Her first 3 attempts at the plate today. Avila on the mound now for the Lady Wranglers. First pitch way up and away. Becca Arnold steals second, running for Lily Reenan. Arnold pinch ran in the second inning and came around and scored the game's first run. 7-0 now, Lady Scots. Next pitch misses outside. Avila had a couple of missed tosses to begin her warm-ups and then looked really good while warming up, and now it's 2-0. White swings, ball in the air, and wind blows it way foul back towards the game being played back behind us and to our left. 2 on, only 1 out, top of the 6th, 7-0. There's a pop-up hit just beyond the shortstop, and she cannot make the play, and a run will come in and score. Singleton comes in from third on the dropped pop-up. I've got to give her an error on that. She should have made the play. It may have still scored a run, but that will bring up Emily Bailey with 1 out and 2 on. First pitch is a strike. Bailey started this inning reaching on an error. Eight nothing now, lead for the Lady Scots. And that'll hit Bailey, extending the inning. So Arnold running for Renan at third, White the runner at second, Bailey now at first, and that brings up Kate Joyner. Earlier in the inning, she had a base hit. Ground ball back to the pitcher. She will come home and get the force out. That takes Arnold off the bases. White now on third, Bailey at second, Joyner advances to first, and that brings up Olivia Jewell. Jewell struck out her first 2 times. Earlier this inning, she reached on a hit and advanced all the way to third on the throwing error, unofficially in my book. First pitch, she shows bunt, knocks it foul. The bunt hit last time produced a couple of runs. Another bunt attempt, and we'll just make the play to home for the fielder's choice, and that will retire the side. So 6 runs in the inning, tripling the lead, quadrupling the lead. It was 2-0, it's now 8-0. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th inning with the score 8-0. The Lady Scots lead the Lady Wranglers. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Bottom half of the 6th inning, 8-0 the Lady Scots lead. Lily Renan working on a gem. She's only allowed 2 hits, walked 1, and 5 strikeouts so far through 5 innings. First pitch, call it low for a ball. The shortstop Calhoun, followed by Rogers, and then Hardy. There's a strike, 1-1. Next pitch swung through for a strike, 1-2. It's a district game for the Lady Scots, looking to pick up their first district win of the season. Renan's pitch swung on just over Ava White, and the wind blows it foul. Some funny spin and some funny wind. It looked like a base hit coming off the bat, but it went foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball towards Pettit. Gets it up, fires. Ooh, safe at first. Calhoun beats it. They bring up Rogers, the catcher. Hardy, now the first baseman, on deck. 8-0. We'll see if they bring the runners or if they just play it safe. Oh, well struck in the center. Singleton coming over. Has to field it on a hop. And the ball is down. That'll be a double for Rogers, her second hit of the day. And they got something cooking in the kitchen for the Wranglers. 2 on, nobody out. Hardy started on the mound, now playing first base. She's hit a ton of foul balls to the left field side, and officially she has struck out and grounded out to first. Swings through that one, a ball on a strike. Bottom of the 6th, 8-0, Lady Scots lead. Looks at one up high. Reenan couldn't coax a swing out of her. It bounces to see if we get a play at the plate. No, it bounced away from Shedler after it came off of the screen. She couldn't catch it, turn, and throw. And there goes the shutout. Rogers also moves up. Rogers running, the catcher. She did not get the special pinch runner. Ball 4 to Hardy. She walks. She's now at first and third, nobody out, and a run in. That brings up Williams, the left fielder. First pitch down. Hardy takes second. That's away, 2-0. We had a pretty clean sheet moving into this inning. 2 hits and a walk so far. And now she's 3-0 on Williams. And that's a 4-pitch walk loading the bases. A run in and now the bases loaded. Avila, who walked in her only plate appearance, took over for Little, who had a single. Shedler's conversation with Reenan is now over, and here's the first pitch to Avila. Line drive, the right field line, but it goes foul. Again, I think the wind had something to do with that ball going foul. Actually, Avila had an 0-2 and was hit by a pitch her last time, not a walk. She puts in at the ball foul towards the right field line. Again, foul. Definitely not afraid to swing. Ball inside. 1-2. Reenan misses up and away with that one. 2-2 now to Avila. Number 10, not on the roster, on deck. Ball 3 is down, full count now. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. full count pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. And that's the second run of the inning and the game for the Lady Wranglers. That'll bring up number 10. Again, not on the roster. We don't know what her name is. We'll get the special pinch runner at first base. Number 12 is Trunkhill. Coach Pullen have a long powwow with the team out on the mound. In the circle, so they say. And Renan will stay on the mound. That brings up 10. Bases loaded, nobody out, 2 runs in. 8-2 the lead for the Lady Scots. First pitch shows bunt, force it home, they make the play, and there's 1 down. The other runners move up, and that'll bring up Hernandez, who started the game at second base and has since moved to the outfield. She has struck out and walked in her 2 plate appearances. Looks at a ball inside. Bases loaded now, 1 out. Renan hits her on the knee. That'll force in another run. Bases still loaded off her. She grounds to third. Ava White brings it home for the fielder's choice. And that's 2 outs. White fielded it cleanly, got rid of it quickly to Shedler, standing on the plate for the out, and that brings the top of the order. That pitch to me. Runner coming from third, and she has to fly back in there. Top of the order, Logan, the center fielder, now batting, and the Wranglers have batted around. This is their 9th batter of the inning. Pitch on the outside part of the plate, ball and a strike. Logan has grounded out 3 times in her 3 at-bats. She'll look at 1 down. Once to Ava White, twice to Emily Bailey. There's a strike on the inside corner, 2-2 now. Renan looking to shut it down, get out of here. And there's strike 3, and all it has to do is step on home plate, and that retires the side. Three runs in on the inning for the Wranglers, and we'll go to the 7th inning, 8-3. The Lady Scots lead. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. We go to the 7th inning. Faith Horner will lead it off. Horner has a single and a walk in 4 trips to the plate. She scored a run. She's stolen a couple of bases. She got a run batted in. Marking lots of boxes for the score box. Getting a little extra instruction as she steps in. Avila in again. Avila took over last inning after an injury to Hernandez. Pitch is inside for a ball. Going to get a called strike on the corner on that one. 1-1 to Faith. Audrey Shedler's on deck. That'll miss down low. Two and 1 now. Horner fouls that one off her leg. 2-2. Happy Pi Day, happy spring break. Oh, and Faith looks at one on the inside corner. Horner goes down looking to start the 7th inning. One down, that'll bring up Audrey Shedler. She has a hit and a walk as well and a run scored. She also struck out and flied out. 5 trips to the plate. She takes the ball up high. Of course, they batted around last inning, scoring 6. Ground ball foul towards third. Sun providing some glare and some heat. Ground ball towards the hole. Third baseman up and firing. Alford throws it away, and Shedler will advance all the way to second base. In my unofficial book, that's a 2-base throwing error. A play that should have been made. Jordan again is the runner for Shedler, and that brings up Reese Singleton, the center fielder. She has a pair of walks and a pop-up and a fly-out. She has scored twice. First pitch is way outside. Steps in from the left-hand side. Looks at one up and in. One on, one out. Top of the 7th. Kind of a call on the outside corner there. The 2-1 to Singleton. Way outside. And that'll be outside. I have that as Avila's second walk. It's the 3rd time today Singleton has walked. And with 1 out, runners are on first and second. That brings up Skylar Hamill. She has a pair of hits and a sacrifice fly to her credit today. Swings through that one, looking to do some damage. Third pitcher on the hill for the Wranglers, Avila. That's nubbed foul by Skylar. 2 on and 1 out. Hamill looking for something to drive, gets a pitch to hit, fouls it back to the screen. Be a ball outside. Hamill swings through the breaking ball on the inside. That'll be 2 down. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Avila. 2 on now for Lily Reenan, who has a pair of hits, reached on an error and grounded into a fielder's choice. First pitch swinging, goes foul. The wind has picked up yet again. Any ball in the air is going to be an adventure. Ball's way up and away, runners hold. Two on and 2 out, top of the 7th. Avila's pitch taken up high. 2 and 1 now to Reenan. She's had a good game on the mound. Take that last inning back. This pitch swung on in the air. Like I said, this could be an adventure with the wind. Shortstop makes the play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs or hits in that inning, and we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning with Lady Scots leading 8-3. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Bottom half of the 7th inning, Lily Reenan on the mound to try to wrap it up. Eight to 3, the Lady Scots lead. Calhoun, the shortstop, Rogers, the catcher, Hardy, the first baseman, coming up. They started off the last inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. The 0-1. Ground ball, Pettit makes the play over to first. A little bit of a bobble, but picks it up and makes the play. 1 down. It'll bring up Rogers, the catcher. She has flied out to Singleton at center, singled and doubled. First pitch from Lily Reenan is a little up and away. Ground ball again to Pettit. Scoops and fires. 2 up, 2 down. And Reenan will look to end it here. Hardy was the original pitcher for the Lady Wranglers. Moved over to first base. Reenan, 2-0 now to Hardy. Hardy looking for the complete game. She's only given up 4 hits, 3 walks, and 3 runs. Foul back to the backstop. Two balls and a strike now, or 2-2, scoreboard says. Popped up, Pettit camps under it, has to move with the wind, makes the play, and that's your ball game. The Lady Scots get the win on the road in Mesquite, 8-3. Lily Reenan is your winning pitcher. Hardy is the losing pitcher for the Lady Scots. There were no home runs. Reenan a really good game, giving up 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 runs, and 6 strikeouts in my unofficial book. For Fred Garner, Tyler Presley, Trevor Van Dam, and everyone else on the Game On Sports crew, I'm Rob Davis. Thanks for watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Happy Pie Day.